Hi, I'm Austin. This is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Harsh, stinging, cloying fumes swirled into her lungs, pulled in as she bellowed in and out, sniffing at the grass. Pointed ears swivel towards the sky. As it rumbles, but golden eyes land on nothing that they can comprehend. She turns her gray body and melts back into the trees with the ghost-like quality wolves are known for. Her delicate ears twitch once more, and then she trots off, away, into the dark green morning underbrush. Yips, yaps, barks, woofs, woof, all echo through the underground park, whose footprint you could fit multiple stadiums into. Small dogs with long, luxurious fur spotted with white, brown, black, lolling on their backs in the grass, to dogs the size of a small horse with spindly colt legs, long tails whizzing, galumphing across the entire playground. They roam supervised by ivory and steel canine creatures walking upright on two legs. One little black and tan dog with long hair and soft, expressive eyebrows sticks close to the ankle of one such robot. He looks up towards the creature's head, looking for eye contact, his little pointed nose twitching as he sniffs, monitoring the mood of his caretaker. The cool robot hand dips down to brush through the fur. No smells of stress or signs of tension were held in their body. Even as overhead, one of their own defied the code that defines their people to join a battle that every calculation says would end in death. Possum's side expanded as he filled his lungs to the utmost limit before pushing the air out in a huge sigh. Then he rolled over onto his back and shimmied along the bed. He was starting to get hungry, and he wanted to go outside. He didn't really have to pee yet, but it would be nice to go outside. As he flops down onto his side again and yawns massively, exposing his white teeth that indicate his carnivorous nature and a pink tongue that curls up. One final stretch, and then he jumps down from the bed and meanders his way to the living room. He sniffs around Kamren's backpack, knowing there were often interesting things to smell in there, but not today. On the ship, Kamren puts a bladed hand onto the chest of the Hork-Bajir, whose blade was stained with Kamren's own blood, and he pushes. At home, his school bag sits on the floor, a few papers sticking out of the top that may never be turned in. Possum turns towards the kitchen. The closed door blocks the one interesting spot in here, the garbage. He presses his nose against the seam of the door and sniffs with force a few times. He can just smell the rich, oily remnants of fish, and his stomach tightens. He was hungry now.
As the blade ship crests above the ground and starts to rise into the air of Ocean Grove, we see inside the corridor a battle break out as Sub-Visser 11 and Visser 1's elite guard have just been shot at by a turret. Underneath that turret is Visser 3 guards, which is very confusing when you've been shot in the back. So Visser 11 yells out an order to kill Visser 3 and all his guard. The elite guards will start to shoot Dracon Beams. First one at Visser 3. You see all this Zaka going on. 22 hits for 8 radiant damage.
Hits his hologram, right? So
yeah, he's still taking some damage, but that one gets 2 shots. So second shot, 26 hit for 10 more. You see the hologram of Visser 3, part of the shoulder disintegrates away from the hologram. It looks like burnt flesh. Second elite guard is going to shoot its Dracon Beam as it pushes down the 2 prisoners beside it to kind of keep them out of the firing range. It'll shoot at the blue sash Hork-Bajir. 20 for 10 hits it, and it'll take its second shot. Zach, roll a perception check real quick. You see this small creature move next to Sierra Rose, the former police chief, as the guard tries to get them into cover. And as it does, you see like Sierra Rose looks gaunt. She looks sick. She looks like she's been through a lot. But as this creature licks the side of her cheek. You see like a little bit of color return to it, and she seems to like be able to hold herself up a little bit easier.
The Velociraptor?
Yeah.
It's a Jesus lizard.
It has healing spit. What in the Steven universe?
What kind of... does it have like a anteater tongue? Like, what are we doing?
This is a full tongue, just a reptilian, long, skinny tongue that kind of comes out and just licks. You don't see it, but that's what Zach sees, is the saliva going up the side of the face from this tongue.
No, I have so many questions. What that tongue do? Like...
That's a good one. Good question. Well, assuming that the ship has an intercom system for announcements and shit, if I could interact with that to speak as a free action outside of my turn.
High or low?
Hi.
Nope.
It's the lowest ever.
There are intercoms. It's just doing that on top of everything else that you're working on is pretty tough.
It's just going to be... Gotcha.
After the blue-sashed Hork-Bajir shot, this human controller next to him decides that the fight is on, and he's going to fight with Visser 3. So he's going to move up to the elite guard and try to punch him. And he doesn't. He hits his armor and hurts his hand. The blue-sashed Hork-Bajir, however, comes in behind him and tries to do the same thing. Claw, tail. As the Hork-Bajir swings claws and a tail at this armored guard, only one of the claws manages to get through the armor. A man at the starboard terminal stares into the screen with defeat in his eyes.
He's got to take a disadvantage on rolls at this point, right?
He's got to take a disadvantage on life.
High or low?
To who?
Jenna.
Oh.
Fuck. High.
That would be high because that's 69. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
He decides to give it one more go, but he has fogged up the screen with his tears, so yes, I'll give him disadvantage. Does not unlock this door as he slams his hand down on the terminal. Garfnash!
He should run away with the other two.
He can't get off this ship. Sub-Visser 11 will square off with Visser 3 and swing his claws. He smashes into the hologram and through it and into the metal, and the right hand of his claws just break off as he looks in confusion at the Visser. And he'll back up and not even take his second attack. He'll back up against the wall, and you'll hear through the speakers, Zach, "What the hell have you done to yourself?" The pistol packing controller.
God, that was like such a good pistol packing controller, and now you have to double check.
Yeah, it's the wrong one. The non-pistol, the terminal controller.
No, not as strong. No alliteration. No.
The tubular terminal tech.
Now you're just
Tyrant.
forcing it. It's
Yeah,
not as cool.
now it's like
Computer
my pizza's
controller
30
was
minutes
right there.
late.
Oh, the computer controller. Thanks, Nate. Tries to unlock the door. It's fucking starting to get the same complex as starboard terminal, boy. Savannah. You have a gold sash Hork-Bajir in your face.
Starboy, Tomato Boy.
Starboy.
Starboy, Tomato Boy. Yeah, Savannah's gonna try to attack this guy. Please, for the love of God. Please let me do anything. Dice, please. Yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Of course.
You swing your claw and he misses, but for a 15, your tail takes purchase. For 10 slashing as you smack him right in the beak and you see this greenish blood start to flow.
Like that. Savannah's gonna use that taunt action again on this guy because Kamren's got some hit points back. He's doing better. So she's gonna use that taunt to keep his attention. She does that by just taking up the space in the hallway with her blades and, like, you know, attack pose.
And he gives like a guttural noise comes out of his mouth as he swings his claw to try to hit you. So 17
Yeah, dog.
for 13 piercing as he claws into your Hork-Bajir chest, and then he swings his other claw the other way and leaves slashes down that for another 11, and then cocks his tail back down the steps, almost hitting the Hork-Bajir and the human that are trying to come up behind him
Ooh.
for a natural 20.
Yeah, well, it almost doesn't matter. Savannah's down.
Well, that's 30 damage from that. Does that...
Well, it's not double my hit points down, so I'm not insta-dead, but it is pretty bad.
Kamren does watch you drop. Savannah's down. After downing Savannah, the Gold Sash Hork-Bajir will take the rest of his movement to get to the top. Dylan is up.
Do I have access to cameras? I was gonna say cams, but like not Kamren. Do I have access to cameras within the ship?
I'll say yeah.
Okay,
Except the one down in the maintenance area that's shut off.
that's fine. So she is going to think to Xander, get to the prisoners and press them against the wall, shield them as best you can.
You see a check mark come up on your terminal.
Perfect. And she's gonna hold her action for when he does that, for when he gets to them.
Zach.
I have a question for you. The intercom. Is it something I type into to create and let the computer speak to the ship, or is it just a thing that I speak?
Just a thing that you speak.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to use my best Andalite impression, and I am going to make an announcement on the ship to all of the controllers. You fools may slaughter each other, but you will not leave this ship alive. Consider disobeying your orders, as they will no longer matter.
Let's do performance.
I would love to do that. I'm also going to add a superiority die to my performance check.
Before you decide to do that, you might... So what this performance will do, give you an advantage on your intimidation check, but it's going to go a long way. It's going to go... It won't just be that straight up check that is all that matters.
How about persuasion instead of intimidation?
I don't think so.
Can I make that argument?
No.
No? I see your point. Okay. This is at advantage, and I have the superiority die to add. Okay. So 24.
Yeah, you're coming up super Andalite. So roll your intimidation check with advantage, and 18 to 20 is a crit. Your crit range is increased for this one.
20.
A lot of these controllers seem to like look around, and if there's anybody near, they kind of look at each other. So some of them aren't, they're gonna keep fighting, but most of them, you see them kind of like looking for ways out now. So all the non-sashed controllers are definitely looking for their way out.
Okay. I just want to sow confusion, and like I want them to stop shooting Xander, basically, but I don't care if they shoot each other. But I don't want them to shoot at Xander anymore. That was my main goal, so that's good.
The elite guards are gonna roll first to see if they take any, negatives to this. The first gold sash guard seems to like lower his Dracon beam. He's not stopping the fight because he's in the middle of Visser 3 right now. So the Andalites are concerned for him, but I think he is going to still keep fighting Visser 3. He's just not going to actively hinder you guys at the moment.
Okay.
13. Both of these controllers that are in here fighting, I'm going to have them be kind of like dazed on their turns, so they only get one attack instead of their extra attack.
Just to not know what to do. That's fine. Some effect is all I wanted.
The blue sashed one at the terminal, he kind of gives up, but he's more making it look like he does as he moves towards this door. But he doesn't put out his Dracon beam, you notice that. Now where it really matters, the blue armored guard near Savannah sees Savannah going toe-to-toe with this gold-sashed Hork-Bajir. There's already been a lot of turmoil between Visser 3 and Sub-Visser 11. He's gonna keep his pistol out, but start to move backwards.
There's DeVry.
DeVry he's one of the ones that failed already.
Oh, of course he did. I kind of want to save him, honestly. This poor schmuck.
What with that is the pistol packing perpetrator. I forgot what I said the first time. But he backs up and moves back through the whole door, the door with a hole in it, into the core room, and just starts to make his way over here, still keeping his eyes trained on where he knows the Andalites are, but he's not engaging. And then a bunch of shit happens, I assume, because the hologram of Visser 3 moves towards the two prisoners and covers them.
You guys hold on, things are about to get bumpy. And then she's gonna direct thought speak to Savannah. Sorry, Savannah. And she is going to aim one of the guns toward where she can see Subvisor 11 in the hall and shoot at the ship.
Roll a dexterity check. Just a dexterity check, no proficiency.
I got an inspiration. I think I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Right now.
14. For these cannons, roll 3d12. You position the guns and turn them towards the ship. Shoot right where Subvisor 11 is. Impact. Explosion. Debris flying everywhere as Subvisor 11 goes skidding across and slams into the other side. Roll another d6 of damage. You see the smoke begin to clear after your first shots. There's this massive hole in the side of the blade ship, and Subvisor 11 is crumpled on the other side of the ship, blood coming out of his head. His dark eyes still seem to be darting around, so he is still conscious, but looking fucked up.
Does it look like I can set a timer for the guns to go off?
You might be able to put them on automatic mode and set that up for a timer, like motion detection if you want, but that will be another action to do.
Nah, I'll just chill here for now. And I'm gonna keep demorphing.
Yeah, roll a concentration to speed that up if you want.
Sure.
Unfortunately, it doesn't speed up, but you got 3 more rounds.
Sweet.
The human controller that was on the terminal at the port picks herself up from the ground as this ship has just got rocked. And seeing that opening, she's going to try to start making her way there. She'll double move and get right to the opening. She looks down and sees that the ship is up above the open hangar. And then she regrets her decision coming here. Kamren, as he catches his breath and seeing Savannah drop, you stupid boy, you don't have anything to help people.
Has his orders to not.
Well, that was till he got back up. And that was before Savannah went down. He's gonna die if he doesn't. They're gonna get to Aximili. So he's getting back in. I'm gonna say he's gonna see Savannah go down. No, Aximili is piloting them. Mateo was just hurt. He's getting back in it. Sorry, Savannah. First attack. Misses. Tail attack. Hits. And as his blade pierces the side of the cheekbone of the Hork-Bajir, he says, "Come get me, you big scaly bitch." That'll be his time.
Oh, can I make a weird argument with that?
Yeah.
So if that's his taunt, and this guy then has to maneuver over Savannah's body to get to him, that should be some kind of an obstacle that could potentially fuck with him, because he's not paying attention anymore, and he's on a
those
stairwell.
Are blades everywhere. That's rough terrain, man.
That's rough terrain.
It'll be rough terrain. He'll have to double move to get through that spot. Kamren did close the distance to him though to attack, so
If Kamren can, it's fine. He can just back up. It's fine. He's got movement.
Matea, she's not fully morphed yet. That does speed it up. I think she has 3 rounds left. As she's still trying to recover, she's just going to give Aximili the help action, which Aximili also knows that Savannah is down and is kind of looking over his shoulder to see what's going on. And he sees Kamren kind of addressing the situation. To be honest here, he doesn't know I guess just move is the what he's supposed to do. So he just pilots the ship.
Well, he should know, because they went over the plan before multiple times.
Yeah, but isn't the plan just take the ship up and destroy it somewhere?
You're gonna crash the ship, make it look like an accident. That was the thing. That's why they got the logs. That's why they were setting up this whole thing with the visitors, is they want to crash this thing. And when we specifically talked before, I think we talked about a crash spot that was out in the woods area, so it wasn't gonna kill civilians and that kind of stuff.
So what I mean is at this moment without any direction from Savannah. Yeah, he knows the plan, so what he'll do is pilot it to go that way. He can just kind of do that, so I'm gonna let him roll to speed up. He knows how to drive. Let's see. He gets advantage because Matea's helping him. The ship just shoots through the atmosphere of the Earth. As Aximili's turn, the fight. Everybody in this room right here is now prone, and you can see that, Zach, as the smoke starts to clear. The gold armored elite guards, the blue sash Hork-Bajir, Sub-Visser 11, and the hologram of Visser 3 shielding the two prisoners. You see them all start to stand back up as their round is starting. This human controller attacks the one in front of him. He's dazed, so he only gets one attack.
Sorry, which was this human controller? Where? Who? What?
The gold armored human controller in this corridor that just got blasted is going to attack a Visser 3 controller that is also in there. A 13, I think, hits that. Let me double check. It does for 6 damage. Through the smoke, you can see that this soldier's Dracon Beam is now blinking like 2 red bars on the side of it. Zach, you can assume that means he must almost be out of ammo in this one. Again, in the same room, the other gold armor controller starts to stand up and will try to shoot at the Hork-Bajir, the blue sash Hork-Bajir, with a hit for 8 damage. The controller that was just shot with a Dracon Beam loses an arm, but will try to go out in a blaze of glory, attacking the man that took his arm, his host's arm, with just a little punch, which breaks through the armor. Hits this guy with the armor right in the neck for 1 damage. The blue sash Hork-Bajir attacks the same guy as well. So one claw rakes in, swings around with his tail to smack this gold armored elite guard in the head. Sub-Visser 11. Oh no, the starboard terminal guy.
DeVry
is defeated. He opens this door that was never locked, sees this battle raging in this room, and double moves to get into the core room. With that, Sub-Visser 11 is up, starts to stagger up to his feet and sees just the wind and the sky on the opposite wall of him just open, and he thinks, and he's at a loss. Tries to open the door beside him, and it's still locked through the blast. I mean, I guess there's a wall he could get out of, but what is he gonna do? He doesn't know. Fuck. He has no choice. He cowers in the corner. He's weak. He's lost one of his claws. There's a blue sash Hork-Bajir they don't want to fuck with. And just as he cowers in the corner, he sees another blue armored elite guard come through where the wall has been busted open. And he stares him down, but he doesn't do anything. Savannah, roll a death save.
Okie. That's about as close as you could fucking get.
This green blood shoots out of your Hork-Bajir neck. Gold sashed Hork-Bajir will attack Kamren. He takes extra movement to step over Savannah's body as the blood squirts up on him. A claw. Miss. As Kamren blocks the first claw. He is hit with the second.
But what about when he fell down the stairs because the terrain?
It's got a bruised knee. He doesn't fall down the steps. He just takes extra movement to get over it. He steps on your body.
At least, like, step on a claw and get, like, poked. Like, take the grapple. If he's stepping on my body, can he at least do, like, the bladed grapple damage thing? Fucking low. Are you kidding me?
No.
We're up to me.
You would die on a 54 because it's lower than a 10 or whatever. He misses his first attack, hits his second as it claws into Kamren, and then this gold sash Hork-Bajir swings his tail around for a 15, connecting into Cameron's side. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is some fucked up.
As this tail blade enters into Cameron's ribs, Kamren grips onto the tail and just stares in this Hork-Bajir's eyes in just intense, fiery rage. Dylan.
Tanner, I don't know if you can fly or what you can do, but get them out of here and get somewhere safe. And she's going to double move toward the control room. And then she's gonna try and speed up her more. Cool.
Yeah, that'll do it. I think that puts you into Dylan now.
Sweet.
Zach up.
I'm taking my bonus action to, over the intercom, rally Savannah. So if I need to roll a performance to sound like an Andalite, I will.
No.
But I am okay. I can just ride that last one. I'm still doing it as an Andalite because I'm gonna say, Prince Van, the battle rages, and that hopefully is enough to count as a rally and give her the temp points.
Hell yeah.
I feel like Prince Van alone would enrage her to the point.
Every time Zach has ever rallied Savannah, it's been through enraging her. She just goes, this fucking, and then gets up. One time I sang Chumbawamba, and you were like, you piece of shit.
Livid.
Like,
fucking livid about that.
Just angry. It's 8. And now I'm going to attack. I want to know, because I'm attacking with the gun, does that count as an attack, and therefore I get an extra attack?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I am shooting this fucker right in the head. The one that is in the bridge. You said there's a turret right here, right?
So this is a wall right here. The turrets face out. So if you're shooting the gold sash short here, yes, you can do that.
Okay, great. I'm doing that. I roll 1d20 plus dex. 16
hits.
Okay, on the damage.
2d6.
Do I add anything to that?
No.
Come on, man. 3.
You get your second attack.
I was going to do a distracting strike so that I can expend 1 superiority die to distract the creature, giving your allies an opening. I add the superiority die, so let me add that now. So that's an extra 4 damage. And the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. So Kamren, presumably, will have advantage on his next turn, unless Savannah comes up the stairs and hits him. Whoever. And now I will attack again. That one is 12. I don't think that's going to hit.
The first shot hits him. He looks up. He sees the turret and ducks back into the stairwell just a little bit to stay out of the second shot.
But Van is up. So that's the main goal.
Next up is the blue armored human that's in the core room, who keeps moving back, opens this door now and sees the chaos erupting in here. He puts his pistol up, pulls his Dracon Beam out, and he'll attack the closest gold armored human controller. 17 will hit. Take that controller out. I'll say he hits his friend on the way too, so both of them. Second attack, he'll attack the last human controller back there in the gold armor for 17 damage. As a Dracon Beam shoots through the hallway, it takes out 2 human controllers and collides with a third, singeing his midsection. Xander, on the computers that are kind of glitching in and out now, the monitors on the cameras in this room, picks up Sierra Rose and the reptilian alien, and with all of his movement runs and jumps out the opening. Xander is out of the battle. Savannah, you've been getting hit a lot. Let's see if you can help with this. High or low?
Excuse me, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pick
You might
anyone
get-
else. Pick anyone else.
I pick you. High
Pick
or low?
anyone else. Are you feeling lucky right now, Austin?
No.
Low.
Another one of the blue armored guards cannot get out of the way in time of Xander, and he shoulder checks him, and while he's about to fall off, Xander doesn't let him die. So with one of his Andalite holographed hooves, he kicks the guard back onto the ship, but the guard is out of commission. He saved his life by kicking him, and that's okay for him. Well, true. But it was kept somewhat from Xander that you guys were blowing up the ship. Somewhat.
Pretty sure I announced it over the intercom.
Yeah, but he thought that was a bluff. Hork-Bajir, with soot all over his face, did not leave from that performance check, so he's going to come up the stairwell. Not noticing Savannah, he's going to try to move past.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my brain just went, I have to hit struggle. What do I have to hit? What do I have to hit in this game?
Claw or tail, either one on this.
Well, what I desperately want to do is if he's trying to move past me and he doesn't expect me to be awake, I just want to grab and pull him, tumble him.
I'm gonna say you can do that with advantage because he does not expect you.
Okay. It's like, I know what I will struggle. Oh, good. Great. Love it. Why do I play this fucking game?
You reach up to try to grab the tail and miss, but luckily he just steps over you and keeps moving because it's not a natural 1. It's a 10 because you had advantage. If it was a natural 1, he would have took you back out. I'm sorry to say it.
A natural 1, you would have softly caressed his foot. Like,
ew, ew, that's worse.
I know. Well, I'm glad you didn't roll a natural 1.
Ew.
He'll swing his claw at Kamren. Miss, but dodged in that 20. And as he swings his claw, and Kamren just barely knocks it away as he's back to bleeding out almost. He swings his tail at Kamren, and Kamren manages to catch it, throw it to the ground as he stumbles. The woman, she stares out the edge. She sees the Andalite jump out with the prisoners, and she just says, "Fuck that," and moves to a corner and cowers. I'm going to take her out of the initiative. Kamren, kind of rocking back and forth on his heels, squaring up with 2 Hork-Bajir, will go for the gold sashed one.
We have flanking now that I'm not dead.
You don't.
We do. We're on either side.
That's legitimately how flanking works.
So I know Savannah's prone, and when she's prone, she's
Seems
down on
fine.
the steps a little bit more. When you stand up, you can have the flank, but Cameron's not going to do
That
it.
seems like bullshit, and it seems like you're trying to kill Kamren. It seems like maybe you don't like Kamren.
Cameron's attack.
Kamren, our most popular character. It seems like maybe you don't like him
He's trying to stay alive.
He does have advantage.
for being the most favorite
Yeah.
at all times.
Because I gave Distracting Strike to
True.
him.
He does have
That, and
advantage.
also, if Austin kills him, our ratings will plummet.
Plummet.
Hey, you thought killing a dog was
If
bad.
you think a dog is bad, try to kill Kamren and see how that goes for you.
That's okay if the ratings plummet. I'd rather keep the integrity of the show over the success of it, I guess.
Wow. Wrong.
That's 1 vote.
That is 1 vote.
It's a
What do
bad
you guys
vote.
think?
Oh, I
All right, you
think
guys
Kamren
vote.
should have advantage forever.
No.
Yes.
Advantage on this attack as he swings his claw. Unfortunately, has disadvantage, but a 15 still hits because he's poisoned. But it's okay. 5 damage as he swings his tail. I'm gonna say he's gonna swing his tail to try to fend off the second Hork-Bajir that came at him for an 11, which misses. He staggers back, getting 1 blow in. Matea, now fully demorphed in her Andalite form, still feels a little bit woozy from that poison, but manages to shake it off. Oh God. Manages to shake it off enough to get into the fight and close the distance between her and the gold-sashed Hork-Bajir. She'll use her multi-attack. So first Tailblade attack. 23 hits. She's gonna use Rend. 2 slash. What the fucking fuck?
There's no way.
It's at least 3 because her strength's not added on there, but she rolled 2 1s on the die, so 3 altogether. But she will use Rend. So as her jagged blade sticks into the midsection of this Hork-Bajir, she pulls it out and tries to cause a hemorrhage in him. That is a failure. So he takes an extra D4 and he is hemorrhaging now. So at the beginning of his turn, he takes a D4 and he can try to save at the end. Second attack. Natural 20. For 12 more damage, 16 plus the 3. As she gets back into the fight and starts slinging her tail blade back and forth and pulling organs out of this Hork-Bajir, it does not look good. It looks in fear for its host's life and looks like it wants to try to maybe retreat. Aximili, we are approaching the crash zone. We need to start figuring out what we're going to do. So yeah, he'll just keep flying. Gold armored elite guards are gonna battle the blue sash Hork-Bajir and the blue armored guard as they're in here. That bitch dead. I'm gonna go through these real quick. That bitch dead too. 2 Dracon Beams fire out of, and one of them's a natural 20 for 22 damage, which takes out the Hork-Bajir, the blue sashed Hork-Bajir, just enough. His second attack will be at the human elite guard down at the end of the corridor, the blue armored guard, which misses as it ducks. DeVry stumbles through the core room to the back side of this door, and as it opens, he sees this battling rage, and he just freezes there because that's his full movement. Subvisor 11, having really nowhere to go, will try to start making his way back to the bridge.
Can you give, like, poor DeVry, like, strange knowledge? Like, he's the only one, for whatever reason, that knows of, like, some obscure escape pod still on the ship, so he can, like, fail upwards and get himself to, like... I feel so bad for this guy. He is having the worst day.
Sometimes it happens, man. I don't think so, because if I put an escape pod on this ship, y'all easy.
No, he's the only one that has any knowledge of this.
Oh, okay. Maybe. We'll see. But for now... He just moves forward. Savannah is up.
All right.
Well, she's laying down on some steps, but...
Yeah, tell me how far these other Hork-Bajir on the steps are from me. Tell me what's going on.
If you use your movement to stand up, you can be behind the guard. It's just you fell a little bit ways down the steps. Or behind the gold sash Hork-Bajir, sorry.
Yeah, Savannah wants to stand up and then just take one of her blades and just, like, kind of cut this guy like a prawn.
Do it. You have advantage because you are flanking.
Yay. Thanks.
Oh, well, so flat row, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. For nothing.
15 hits.
Oh boy, howdy.
Your blade slices into his back as he kind of clenches up his muscles as he takes that huge gash, and he looks to be teetering on the edge of consciousness.
Can I use my other attack now?
Yay!
Try at least.
16 hits! Yeah, minimum damage takes him out. What's this look like?
So Savannah stands up from this deadish state and just shoves her blade like through his chest. I like to imagine comes a little bit through the front, so Kamren's like, what the fuck? Being on the other side, thinking Savannah's dead. And then she just pulls the blade out and turns and tumbles him down the stairs with a slash of her tail. And then says something to the effect of, all right, let's crash this thing. And that's going to be rally the troops to the entire team. I know not everybody has lost hit points, but let's just go there. And it's going to be 1d10 plus my wisdom modifier. So that is 5 hit points to everybody. Bet you wish I rolled better. I don't.
Because you all have done amazing roleplay through this with your all's talking and just the way that the actions and the moves that you all do are hidden, I'm going to give you all inspiration for roleplay. Yeah. You said it was going to be cool. That was sick. Dylan, you are up as you hear that from Savannah.
Dylan is just like, fuck yeah. And you see her eyes go like really dark. You'd say almost black, but it's more of a chocolate color. And then this black fur starts to sprout from her everywhere. And she's like, woo, woo, rushing her way toward the cockpit. Can she make it up there if she's dashing?
Yeah. We'll say you make it just to the edge of, you're like right behind Kamren as he's in that doorway. Zach.
Can I speak directly to the bridge console through this computer? Like, can
Yes.
I type messages back and forth?
You
Okay.
can speak as well if you want.
I know that I can speak to the whole ship, but I'd rather keep this between me and Axe. I
Okay,
just can't.
okay.
I can't thought speak. So to Axe, I'm going to ask, are the corridor doors airtight?
Yes, airlocks are in place at each door.
Okay, then I'm going to tell him to take us into vacuum before we
He'll
crash.
say, are you sure?
Absolutely. And then I'm going to lock the door to the engine room. The one from the engine room to the corridor. Is intelligence. I'm going to use my inspiration immediately. Oh shit, I rolled Arcana instead. Oh no, that's even worse. No, it's still a 13 because you would add 3 to it.
You engage the lock and you think you've done this, but as you like look back, you see you just engaged like the regular lock. You haven't done the airlock yet.
Okay.
And Aximili begins to take the ship up, and you all feel it start to shake more as it points toward out of the atmosphere.
Made in association with Airtime for Nonsense. For more content like this, visit airtimefornonsense.com.